What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life and Times of Sean Carter, the preeminent Jay-Z podcast. This week we're brought to you by Crazy Frog. Reminding you that when you're getting your big pimpin' ringtones, don't forget Crazy Frog. Ask for it by name.
Except nothing less.
Except no substitute.
What does that thing sell? What does he sell? What are you selling? What is the frog selling?
Ringtones.
Oh, not. I thought you said pain pills.
That would make a lot more sense than ringtones.
Jeff Bacalar.
Mine's in the gutter.
It would make a lot more sense, I think, on some level if Crazy Frog was selling pain pills. Like
Just
Crazy Frog.
that voice, that guy's selling straight up drugs.
Yes, Crazy Frog is selling drugs. And if you buy, that's how you signal to Crazy Frog that you're ready to buy drugs, is by buying the ringtone and then just standing out in front of some UK nightclub, and then your phone rings and it plays the ringtone, and then he knows, like, oh, okay.
Right.
Hey,
Once you hear that tone,
Boy, bruv. Yeah.
cocaine.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then you meet in a bathroom stall and you take some rave drugs. With Crazy Frog
Together
with Crazy Frog. Wow.
Yeah, Crazy Frog likes to stick around and do some. I mean, he doesn't charge you for the ones that he's doing.
Right. Sure,
good on
You're
him.
just lonely
here in this, and take some puckas, bruv. Then we're going to. I'm going to follow up with some of my own, and then by the end of the night, he passes out somewhere, and his pockets are still full of drugs, and you can just steal them.
Right.
You think he has like
what makes it worth it?
bio pockets?
Bio pockets, yeah.
Bio pockets.
Yeah,
like a pouch. Is he a marsupial?
Oh, yes, he didn't originally have them, but after a stint in prison, Crazy Frog realized he needed some hidey spots to hold stuff.
Well, he does have a penis, and he is uncircumcised.
Wait,
train
what?
that.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Train that, you stretch that.
Why
That's
do
a
we-
bio pocket.
Oh yeah,
Why do we know about Crazy Frog's?
because the original version of that
dick?
art is hung.
Why don't you know about Crazy Frog's dick? You're the weird one here, Bacalar.
Like, what is this very online show doing if it's not teaching you about the things that actually matter on the fucking internet? Like,
It's
I mean,
going to
let
be
me
a
tell you.
season finale at some
Are
point.
the two British people too ashamed to bring up their national treasure, Crazy Frog?
I mean, he is on the flag. Maybe.
Lucy did the voice of Crazy Frog, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's
No, you're
true.
mistaken. She
That's
does a really
true.
good Kermit the Frog.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, maybe I'm mixing up those two amphibians, perhaps.
You know, I bet you Lucy could do a Crazy Frog imitation.
She could.
She'd probably have
I
to
bet
go
you'd
like,
have to.
"Oh, Crazy
some-
Frog here," first to get
I
in
feel
the
like the
zone.
impression would get better the more alcohol was involved.
All right.
I
So
think
you open up like an incognito before you do Crazy Frog's dick,
I
right?
don't incognito anything
Oh, I
when
do.
it comes to,
Oh.
to filthy searches. Like, I just
I-
let Google know. They'll know anyway.
got
It's
to-
your IP address. It's not.
No,
I
yeah,
got to
but
Google for my job this week, Wincest. I didn't
Oh,
incognito
the
that.
brothers. Yeah.
Brothers.
I'm glad that you guys talked about that.
yeah,
That's,
see, I know about
important.
that. I know more about Wincest than I do about Crazy Frog's
That's the
was
problem.
honker.
That was a risky Google. I didn't care.
You know, I think, look, obviously incognito doesn't disguise your IP, but it might give you a little bit of breathing room with cookies and your Gmail account, right?
Oh, I don't use my Gmail account for email, so it's the account that's like logged in for searches and stuff. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think I use it for much of anything else. So
Gotcha.
I just kind of let it fly.
I like to confuse all the algorithms trying to figure me out.
Yeah, like at this point, like if you think about like the things that are traveling in and out of this IP address, they'll like, well, I don't know. They probably, I'm sure the algorithms are fine. They're like, oh yeah, no, they've got a kid now because there's so much more Raffi being watched on a Roku that is not even logged into YouTube. But that's the thing. So that's a trippy thing. That Roku, we just used it to watch like Raffi and Baby Einstein and all other stuff. And then I get back to my desk where my account is logged in and it's like, suggested for you. You want some Raffi? I'm
Want
like,
some Raffi? Yeah.
no, I do not. But I know that you know. And it's, of course, you know.
It's
I
not
gotta know.
impressive. Like,
No,
I'm
it's
not impressed.
Yeah, it's not hidden. It's not impressive the way that like some other scary, like the fucking the Wi-Fi mapped to real location database stuff that's been going around right now that has been happening for years, but is like just now kind of like, hey, they can totally, you can go de-anonymize this data and figure out exactly who went to the CIA headquarters and then where they went at the end of the day, or abortion clinics, for example, like all that sort of stuff. That stuff's impressive, scary as fuck. But you look at it and go like, okay, yeah, no.
You're like, wow, yeah, that's
There's really no. I need to keep a Faraday cage for my phone and keep that in my pants.
Just do what I do and throw it out every night.
Your pants?
Literally burn it.
Burners for life, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
Just throw it out in my neighbor's trash.
Yeah. You got to smash it and throw it away.
One piece here, one piece there, and then I mail one across the nation.
Yeah. You get some white phosphorus and then you burn your hard drives at the end of every night with it. Completely.
It's a grueling habit.
Yeah.
An absolutely grueling habit, but a necessary one.
That's when I was young, we had this idea of, and I don't know where this someone maybe actually did this or something, but it was this idea that like, you know what they did do is that you build like the super electromagnetic field around your door frame, so that if the feds come and take your computers the minute they walk through, those drives get wiped. I think someone just like try to do that, but it was more like the idea of like, okay, if this door gets kicked in while it's locked, it triggers this whole thing that starts a drill that then drills through the platters on the hard drive.
Oh, cool.
Real psycho shit.
Yeah.
So is this for people who are definitely like child porn fans or what? Like who the fuck would need or think of any of this?
There's plenty of stuff that is not child porn that you wouldn't want the feds to find on your computer.
This one seems like the big thing it would be for, though.
This was the 90s when I don't think that was as big of a thing.
Dick pics were a lot, hard to download.
I don't know. No one was talking about child porn in the 90s that I know of.
That means it doesn't exist back then.
Sure, I mean,
they didn't invent it yet, everybody.
It probably existed on like videotapes, right?
A simpler time.
God, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it was like, how that stuff distributed. It wasn't the internet because the internet wasn't really being used for video in large quantities at that time. So no,
I was downloading anime episodes, but
yeah.
Ooh, which animes? The animes that you have a tattoo of?
You're trying to figure it out.
Pretty sneaky.
One day we'll find out.
Ranma 1/2 is it just the logo of the bad Ranma 1/2? Is it?
I got a weird story.
It's not a Ranma 1/2 logo.
Damn it! I really thought that's what it was.
I'm sorry to just derail the tattoo thing, but I gotta get this off my chest before I forget. I met a guy recently who's like, yeah, I'm not telling you how old I am. I'm not telling you when my birthday is, and I'm just like, the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I get, like, what are we doing? You know? Like,
did he say like, sir, we're waiting in line for a bus. I'm not going to give you this info. Like, where were you that this was coming up? Like,
this is like a guy I'm starting to play hockey with.
Okay,
so it's not like this privacy issue. It's again, ultimately, this person does not have to tell me. I just thought it was supremely weird to just like be in a locker room with people who are all relatively within 10 years of each other, and it's like, what's so special? Are you like, you can't tell me how old you are?
Like, yeah, what do you like? What
are you hiding? What are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Well, like, were you like, we're filling out a list so that we can send birthday cards to the players, or like was it something like that, or like why?
Hey, buddy, what's your social security number? Just wondering.
Hey, fucker.
No, so we're starting a new league, and it's you have to sign these waivers, and part of the waivers is your date of birth.
Yeah.
We're just having a casual conversation, like, oh yeah, someone's like, oh yeah, I just turned 40, 2 months ago. Oh yeah, this guy's not, he just turned 30, this is what this is. And then the dude was like, held the paper real close. He's like, yeah, I just have this thing. I don't tell anyone my birthday, or how old I am. And I was
like, a Seinfeld episode or something, like premise.
Okay, guy. It's just a strange thing to be so, like
private about.
This is the last situation where like that is a sensitive thing. You are amongst peers, accepting like it's all good. I don't know. I just found it very bizarre.
Yeah, that is weird.
Bizarre. It's weird. It's weird.
You thought you were
like that guy doesn't really fucking know you.
No, we know each other. We're teammates.
We're teammates, but like, how far does that go? Where
real
you live?
Deep,
like
real deep.
Are you? I could see that guy being like, all right, look, I don't want I'm not going to give away any information ever that could be used as a security question on a website.
Sure. I mean, it could be someone who has that,
Right. Yeah.
Or like you said, like the electromagnetic alarm.
Yeah.
It's that guy. He's that
drills
guy.
and hard drives, because it's 2022 and now everyone knows why you use the drills and the hard drives.
I should have
What if he has
followed up with
attachment issues, you know?
perhaps. I don't. I feel like I've known him on and off for a while.
Yeah. What if he's like a witness protection guy and he's like,
Yeah,
no,
he's like,
I've got a fake.
really?
Sorry.
What?
I
What
just got a text from my partner, even though she's behind me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
God.
like, yeah, I don't want to say how old I am, and plus, I've got tons of drills lined up to go right into hard drive pallets.
Don't even think about Raiden.
Don't you dare think about sending me a gift on my day of birth.
My barber is very secretive with his birthday as well. Not so much his age, but like in the barber shop, I remember the general date window, and I don't want to blow up his spot. But then like everyone else in the barber shop was like, "Is today your birthday? We should have gotten you something." But then he was like, "No, it's not. No, it's not my birthday." And then he'd wink, and he was like, and then he'd point at me and be like, "See, Jan doesn't even know Jan's birthday. What's the deal with that? How long have I been cutting your hair?" I'm like, no, I know your birthday. You're just weird about your birthday. Don't pin this on me being a bad friend.
Yeah, he can get away with that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
God dang it, Barber Jan.
Barber Jan.
I don't know. I think there's that stuff. Like the privacy stuff. I think people get really worried about, and it's like good. Like people should be worried about their online privacy and all that other stuff, but they always get worried about it in the wrong way.
Yes.
Where it's like, don't type my name into Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. And it's like, don't mention me in your posts on Facebook. I'm like, all right.
That's valid.
Or like,
valid.
I don't trust this. There was someone, it was basically like, I don't trust this relative of mine because I just know she's going to post pictures of my kids to Facebook. And so I don't send her pictures of my kids because I know she will turn around and post them to Facebook. It's like, just say don't do that.
Yeah,
just
for sure. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
Just like, to you too. Yeah.
The best kind of person is the one who asks beforehand. That's what you should do, right? Where it's like, hey, is it cool if I post this? Thank you for asking. No, it is not.
Absolutely not. Please don't.
What about you have a fake baby?
A baby?
Like a fake baby, like a show baby, you know? And turns out like, oh, this is our show baby when
I mean, real babies are born?
Not a real person.
No, it's just like you have like a stage baby and stuff, and then your family's like, oh, cool, look at this baby. Turns out it's just a baby you're borrowing, right? Or hiring. And then
wait, is this a mannequin or like a rented baby?
A rented baby. Yeah, a rented baby.
Yeah, rented baby, like a real baby. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, babies are always
you're just babysitting.
No,
right?
No.
No.
You get a baby. You get a baby for show.
You could 100%
get a show baby. I get your show baby by the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. Babies are trying to break it into the industry here.
That are just full of babies just waiting.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So then the relatives take a picture of the stage baby. You don't care as much. And they're like, oh my God, I love my new nephew, niece, whoever.
Yeah.
And then
you don't get sued when they turn 18. That's great.
And then you swap the babies.
Yeah.
Easy.
I like it.
That's smart. You need a good decoy baby, throw off the scent. Especially when they're like, this baby looks just like you. And you're like, yeah.
Sure.
Idiot. You idiot. If you only knew.
That can be a little fun tidbit between you and your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
that's what I want to, if it's, I mean, it's too late for me, but, this AI technology, that's all the rage of generating fake people.
Mm-hmm.
Before too long, you're just going to like feed it a picture and be like, give me a baby. And it's going to like Photoshop a real looking baby into that picture.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, there we go. All right, good.
Yo,
give me a baby.
You could probably 3D print one right now, right?
Oh yeah, 3D printed baby?
Yeah.
Sure. Should go on Thingiverse, just type in real baby.
Get that FTL file, whatever the fuck that's called.
God damn it.
Print out that baby.
Print out that baby.
Also, it's a fake gun, weirdly enough. But
get a twofer there.
Yeah. That's good.
It's
You know,
a fake.
like,
It's a fake baby, but it's a real gun. You get it past TSA that way.
exactly. Yeah, it's plastic. It's a plastic real gun, but a plastic fake baby. Perfect for hitman. Agent 47 loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the velocity you're going to get on a 3D printed baby. Imagine how dense.
I'm just imagining Agent 47 pretending to like having the little baby carrier and stuff like that, and walking around being nonchalant,
and just like suddenly just aiming the baby down like this.
Why hasn't that been a thing yet?
I don't know.
And then we have to blend in. You're just like, shh, there, to like.
Okay, I'm calling it. Next Hitman game. Hitman has become a father. Agent 47 has become a father,
okay.
And has
Agent
to deal with.
Has another cloned baby. Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes. And
Agent
then
4/7.
he occasionally has to like leave the baby somewhere safe. But then you also you walked into the party and it's like, oh, where's the baby? It turns out the baby is like a bomb.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bomb baby.
Bomb baby.
Or the baby's smart enough to poison people's drinks. You just like set the baby down somewhere, and the baby's like,
exactly. See,
as Dex comes in, kicks down the door, and says, "Boom, baby!"
Yeah.
As you progress through the game, the baby gets smarter, and you can teach the baby skills.
Mm-hmm.
You just set it down as it crawls to
level up your baby. We gave my daughter a smoothie today, and she loved it. And we're leveling up our baby all the time.
There you go. In like Rainbow Six Siege, there's that one class with like the little drone he throws out.
Yep.
What if it's a baby?
What if it's
a baby?
Yeah.
Recon baby.
Recon baby.
I wish we titled these.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, but
I just want to see the speed runs of where Agent 47 has to like explode. There's one skip where you can explode an explosion and it goes all the way over the entire building in Paris or wherever it is with the fashion show, and it like snipes somebody who's on a balcony on the opposite side of the building. Just change that to be a little baby, like a bundled up baby, and then just eat it.
Yep.
And then it becomes a co-op game because then you play with Agent 47's the mother of the baby, and then they can catch the baby.
Yep.
It's a football game now.
Yeah. Boom. Get the baby out safe. All the other stuff. That if you're playing alone, then you have to equip a parachute on the baby.
Cut the check, IO.
That's right.
You're welcome.
James Bond game you're working on. You're back on Hitman.
More content for your games.
That's
You're
right.
welcome.
707 Exit Flu is the phone number.
There's a Hitman DLC called Baby's Day Out.
Yeah.
Only the best segues here.
Only the best segues.
Boss baby. But no, that's taken.
Just make a Boss Baby video game.
Make a Boss Baby video game.
Nah,
Make a Boss Baby video game, but it's like really boring stuff that bosses do. Like clerical work, meetings, nothing fun, no hijinks.
No hijinks.
Balancing spreadsheets.
Yeah.
VR game.
Boring.
We got another obscene amount of voicemails to hit the voicemail dump truck this week.
Okay.
I took Angry Magician's advice. I didn't necessarily F the backlog. I just put a nice little tarp over it.
Right.
If we need to revisit it, it's there. It's still there.
Won't get wet. Won't get wet. Won't get dirty. Dusty.
You know, put some of those like huge silica pack stuff.
Keep it fresh. Yeah.
Keeping it dry and everything. But a trend of the voicemails that I've seen lately, a lot of Pokemon Go talk. Someone talked that their father has 2 accounts, almost both max level. A lot of really long voicemails too. People going up 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay, maybe we got to reel that back in, ladies and gentlemen.
They could call in and leave those messages. I may not put them on the show. I might listen to them, but we'll see. And then the other trend is a lot of dumpers, a lot of 3 a.m. boys, girls, thems, catching COVID. So be safe out there, please.
Shit.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Ladies first this week. Jess, you have a list of voicemails in front of you. If you could please pick one.
Well, I see one that is targeted toward me, so I'm diving into Tendy. No, I'm kidding. Silent Movie.
Oh, that was my pick.
I thought Tendy was going to be targeted towards Jason for some reason. Anyway, Silent Hill movie.
I'm kind of Tendy.
Hey, Chris Pratt as James Sunderland in Silent Hill 2, the movie. Love you guys.
Ooh, that was
nice and short.
You're mean. Fine, be that way.
Chris Pratt for Silent Hill movie. All right, Jess signed off on it. She's okay with it.
Yeah.
Jason.
Man.
Yo.
We all know that Sean Bean is going to be him, so whatever.
Jason, if you could pick a voicemail, sir.
Can I do a twofer?
Sure.
Teacher beef.
Teacher beef.
Ooh,
Teacher appreciation week.
medium rare.
It is Teacher Appreciation Week. Good job. Anyway, these are two separate teacher-related voicemails. We had one last week talking about just bad teachers, odd teachers, and stuff.
Right.
Jason, you also not only win the twofer or chose the twofer, you chose the two longest voicemails.
Yeah.
So
Really
Teacher
double.
Beef won.
Hi, it's Abby from Tempe. You guys were talking about crazy teachers, and I had a teacher when I was in 8th grade who killed his boyfriend, allegedly. So when I was in 8th grade, we had a teacher who suddenly quit on us because he got a promotion somewhere else. Good for him. And it was clearly very sudden to the school because they really struggled to find someone to replace him, and they basically just got the first person who would say yes. And we all got really creepy vibes from this guy, and all my friends, they start joking about how he's like a serial killer and stuff, and I'm like, shut up, he's just weird. But then it turns out, one day we come to school and like all the classroom doors are shut and they make us stay outside, and then they tell us that, yeah, he was fired because they didn't do a full background check when they hired him because they were in such a hurry.
Mhm.
And they found out he had been charged with murdering his boyfriend. I'm sorry, this is just so crazy. This happened so long ago, but I believe he was either acquitted or the charges were dropped because the state of Texas, where this happened, didn't have enough evidence on him. But I remember hearing about the case after the fact, that like the poor guy had been shot in the back multiple times, and like there were bullet casings all over the house. So if he did kill him, he like chased him around the house and shot him in the back.
Oh my
Those
God.
times.
I know, I'm laughing, and I'm not laughing at the guy being murdered. I'm laughing at how bizarre it was to be in 8th
All
grade.
right, Abby.
And be
Okay.
locked out of the classroom, and then the teachers come out and tell us, like, so he got fired because he killed a guy. So my friends were half true, even though they were just being mean. He wasn't a serial killer, but he probably did kill a guy. And
Gotta start somewhere.
And yeah, so that's it.
Huh.
All right.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you,
Thank
caller.
you.
I love how like the idea is like, you know, you never know until you background check someone because it'll just say murder right there in the background check. It'll just say
Wow.
murder. You missed
Oh
this.
man. Thank you, caller.
Overlook that.
But, you know,
that part. You know,
What subject was he teaching again?
murder.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, he was a good candidate then.
seems like
That's why they hired him. Yeah.
Can you just quit? I guess you could do whatever you want. If you're a teacher and you just like quit mid-semester,
You would do that.
kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, of course, it's probably not to get another teaching job, or is it? I don't know what it like. Do you just all of a sudden, like,
Maybe some other school had a teacher who killed a guy and they had a sudden opening
Yeah.
and they had to, so he was like, oh, well, they're going to pay me more over here to take that ex-murder guy's job.
The
It's just
boyfriend that
so-
got killed was also a teacher.
Mm.
Took
It's just so
their
crazy to me.
job.
Like, imagine going into school one day and the teacher's like, "Hey, this is my 2 weeks. I'm leaving all you fuckers
Not
to get
working
to get a better job in Chester County, where they're going to double my salary, and those kids are way more better behaved than you, ghouls. Bye bye. Good luck
Ghouls.
with your future." And
Hey, callers, you should call in if you've ever seen a teacher like quit. What caused that teacher to quit?
I've never,
Burnout.
Like how
Yeah.
dramatic.
I've heard of teachers getting fired. That's a different story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Quitting.
According to Abby from Tempe, that teacher taught math. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Playing the second teacher beef voicemail.
Okay.
Hey, dumpers. This is Andrew from New York, and on the subject of bad teachers or things teachers have done that have gotten them in trouble, I think I have a story that tops all of them. So, back in high school, I was in 10th grade. My history teacher was a communist, an actual bona fide communist, and was helping educate kids in the way of socialism and all that other stuff back before it was hot.
String 'em up.
And so they have done this trip before, but they took a bunch of kids to Cuba. And this was during embargo times. And the way they did it was that they took a blue, beaten down ass school bus to Mexico and then flew from Mexico into Cuba. What? And on the way back, they had a layover into Jamaica and got caught with a bunch of stuff from Cuba. And the customs were like, why are all these American children with stuff from Cuba? What's going on here? And the teacher eventually got fired, I think after I had left the school. I had transferred schools for my last year, but there was some type of thing where each student was going to have to pay $65,000 total, like per student, per person. I don't know if anyone ever actually had to pay that money, and I don't know what happened to that teacher, but respect to Mr. Turner.
Somebody killed
him. He
is
a legend. Yeah.
Wow.
Illegal trips to Cuba. That's crazy.
Don't take a field trip to Cuba.
I have a question. What's the permission slip situation for that?
Like all these kids got signed off on by their parents.
Yeah, like all of the parents were just like, Cuba, yeah, sure, whatever, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't. Cuba. Something's not adding up here.
Is this a real story? Because I'm like, where's the parents?
How's this happen?
Where's the permission slips?
Or is it like, hey, we're going to go to Mexico, wink, wink, and you take the cool student. Like, all right, we're going to write in Mexico on this stuff, but check this shit out.
I mean, even a trip to Mexico seems like pretty wild for
It's a pretty big permission slip situation there, too.
I forget. What class did they say? Did they say what type of class?
History.
All right.
That's super weird. I had a teacher. I meant to bring this up last week. I didn't get around to it. I had a history teacher in 7th grade straight up drop an N-bomb.
Oh, damn.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. And like I kind of repressed it and only remembered it couple
that guy's
years
story
back.
about Cuba?
No, I had nothing for whatever reason. I remembered it recently, and then this story again. I was like, oh, I had to say that last week. Pretty fucked up.
Oh boy,
that was fucked up.
That was like 1990.
We've got a link in the chat to a New York Times story about this Cuba trip.
Holy
boy.
shit!
Wow.
Back in 2010.
Oh, 2010. Dang.
Improper Cuba trip, it says.
Well, this other article says 2007.
Yeah, that's the article was from 2010. The trip was 2007.
The Democratic congressman who represents New York City wrote a letter endorsing an illegal spring break trip to Cuba taken by a group of Upper West Side Public High School students, accompanied by their history teacher.
Ooh, okay.
Mexico to Cuba is like at that point, just go to Canada and fly from there, wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how many direct flights are going from Canada to.
Had a shady stopover in Mexico for no reason.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, this is something else.
Yeah,
improper Cuba trip.
This
is a funny
Cuba
phrase.
trip is not proper.
Yeah.
It's not the way you go about it.
This is not necessarily a bad story, but I'm very close with my high school theater teacher. We call each other every 2 weeks and stuff.
That's nice.
You're so friendly.
Oh, he's lovely. He's like the Greek grandfather I didn't think I needed. Anyway, he panically calls me in a rush and he goes, Jan, I'm boarding a plane with my mom. We're going to Paris. I need you to meet my real estate agent to sign off on a document for me that I'm selling my condo, and hand him the keys. The keys are in this lockbox. And
You're the only one that can do this, Jan.
Yes. Does he call his own son? No, he chooses to call me.
Are you sure this wasn't some sort of scam?
No, it was not a scam. And then I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I'll
You can
do
say
it.
no to things, Jan.
Well, he's done so. He's such a nice dude. And then like I'm ready to get in my car and everything, and then he calls me back. It's like, Jan, never mind. It's all resolved.
That is so weird.
It was a prank to see if
You were
you'd
ready
do
to
it.
go.
He was also trying to. I dropped. We had lunch once, dropping him off to his condo, and then he was like, Jan, you should really think about like buying stuff in real estate. Just getting a home. Everyone deserves to have a home. I'm like, well, Mr. P, that'd be nice, but you know, just prices are so expensive. And it's like, what about this condo? This would be perfect for you at your age. Do you want
You
this?
giving me it?
And it's like, well, you know, I'm not going to be here for forever. So what if I leave this to you? I'm like, you should leave this to someone in your family. You
Jan,
should leave
stop
this
being
to
this
someone in
nice.
your own
Stop.
family.
Sounds like you are this.
Jan.
You are his son. That's
That
what
would be
you are.
lovely. If that's how it goes, that's how it goes. But
Jan, when someone offers you a house, you say yes.
I didn't really like where
horror movies start.
Yeah. I guess it could be haunted, but I also think that some people don't like their family,
Okay.
and you are the family to that teacher. So take the condo is what
My
I'm saying.
own fucking family did not offer me their house. Like, Jesus,
They
Jan.
just skip town, yeah.
They gotta,
Yeah,
they gotta
they
retire.
sold that shit. They're like, bye.
Well, it's
They can buy
fine.
your childhood home, bitch.
Free real estate.
I got a couch to sleep on in Paris now, I guess. I don't know.
Free real estate, Jan.
Dick.
Anyway, Mr. Gersman,
Couch.
could you please pick the next voicemail?
Okay. How about
Yeah.
omelet beef.
Omelet.
More beef.
I really just wanted to call because I've got a cold and I like the way it makes my voice sound.
Hmm.
But while I'm at it,
Yeah.
I want to set the record straight. If you're listening to this and you think that you can make an omelet better than I can make an omelet, you're wrong.
Fuck.
You're dead wrong.
Dude,
Yeah.
I will fucking fight your omelet. Breakfast is
calling
the
for the,
only thing that I can
competition.
cook. It's the only thing that I'll put money on. I cook omelets real fucking well.
Really?
So
How? Okay,
when-
so
when
what's
you recover
a
from your
standard
sickness.
omelet?
For me lately, I've been doing onions, mushrooms, turkey bacon, and cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
But like a white omelet, or maybe I'll do like
Mm.
two egg whites, one regular egg. Sometimes we'll do that.
All right, we're getting a little fancy now. Okay.
You know,
But that's
I mean,
what you
omelets
got.
are also not hard to fucking make, so I don't really understand what we're fighting about here. But
Yeah.
What if
That's
he's
true. But there's a high
fluffy?
ceiling.
Yeah.
You know, there's a
There's a low bar and a high ceiling.
sure,
I agree.
to an omelet. You want to
say what?
certain joie de vivre
Oh.
Yeah, that word.
the quality omelet has.
Je ne sais quoi to the
Steve in the chat says, "Why are people scared of yolks? It's because they have so much cholesterol in them.
I love it.
It's
Yeah, it's real
good. That's
bad.
why I do 2 to 1. They're just
Mm.
like, if I do hard boiled eggs, I gotta scrape that yellow out. It's pure concentrated evil, is what it is.
How do you feel
I
about
also don't like a
hollandaise?
hard boiled egg. I want a
Yeah.
soft boiled egg.
Okay, I can fuck with that too. What's that, Jan?
A hollandaise? What about a hollandaise? You know, that's all yolk.
I know. I like it. You can't. What's the point, right? If you're doing eggs Benedict, like, what are you doing? You gotta have the yolk.
70% of your daily cholesterol in a single egg. Is that fucking true? Or is the chat fucking with me? Is that true?
No, that's what it's like pure
I
concentrated
thought they
cholesterol.
were healthy.
They are, but you should if you have just
Oh
the
my
whites.
God, the prop egganda really got to me there.
Big egg
Big
sold
egg
you a
got-
story.
I have a freaking thing. I'm gonna go XLR. Here it goes.
The incredible edible egg.
That's
That's how much I love eggs.
Oh, I didn't. It's
I
very
love
low.
eggs.
Is it, okay, I love.
Oh, I
eggs.
gotta
Yeah,
blast
eggs are
it.
dope.
Let me blast it. Hang on.
I love eggs. Fucking eggs are great.
I like how you back away from the microphone. Like that is
Yeah.
effective.
What could come through
Like you're
that
lighting
phone?
a firework. You're like,
Mr. Bacalar, I guess our resident omelet master.
I fucking love eggs too. Hates yolks. Love
okay,
eggs.
all right. I think we asked Ben this a very long time ago. How many eggs in one day is too much?
Well, so I mean, I've had five in one sitting. I've had like 5 hard-boiled eggs with like only 1 yolk.
Oh wow.
So
you can get a 5-egg omelet. You can go somewhere. You can go to some restaurant that's like,
Oh yeah.
breakfast for assholes, and you're like, I'm an asshole. Let's go. They will.
yeah,
I love that chain.
they'll fuck your shit up.
And they'll be like, here's fucking 5 pancakes that are actually the thickness of 9 pancakes, and then here's a 5-egg omelet. Why don't you get some French toast, you piece of shit? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I should get some.
This is just Waffle House. This is great.
Yeah.
Got some silver dollar
eggs are
pancakes
also-
that come out the regular fucking size pancakes.
Yeah.
Eggs are also in a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
Like pancakes.
So yeah,
Can you imagine being allergic to eggs?
That would
yeah,
suck.
it sucks. It's
Yeah.
not fun.
That'd be terrible.
Done a lot
Jason
of things.
Mantzoukas.
Someone mentioned egg slut in Vegas. That's really good too.
Oh, shouts out
Egg
to
slut?
it was
egg
all right.
slut.
Yeah.
I was
shouts out to Alvin Kylan, Kababayan right there. Woo!
Where?
It's in my blood. I have to support any other Filipino American, whether or
Yeah,
not.
no,
Slut Las Vegas.
I'm saying where, like, you have a special egg slut you like?
Oh, you got to go back to the OG in LA, though. You know.
Yeah, I've never been to that one. I've only been to the one in Vegas.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh,
It was next door to
so
wherever we
good.
were staying last time we went, and I can't remember.
Yeah, what's it called?
actually
Like the indoor market food
Yeah.
stall?
Grand
Grand
Market?
Central? Grand Market?
They call it Grand Central? I don't know. I don't remember. We went there. There was a line. It was dumb.
Yes.
It's fine, but it's not
This is
like
good.
line up for this long. Fine, you
Grand
know.
Market.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Vegas soon, so I'm looking at this egg
Is it-
slut menu.
go to
Egg slut's in the, where is it? In the in Cosmopolitan, I think?
Cosmo.
Yeah, it's in the Cosmo.
yeah.
I think that's also where the place that they sell boozy milkshakes is.
Oh, it's also Secret Pizza.
Mm.
I'm not a fan of the boozy milkshake. It kind of just makes me wish they were two completely separate things. They ruin each
Yeah.
other to me.
I understand that.
Yeah,
I get it.
I can get behind that.
I gave my pick to the
I didn't do one. I
You
didn't do one.
I thought you
I
did
didn't
one.
do one.
All right, Backlar, do one.
We were talking too much about
Oh, omelets, right.
eggs.
Omelet beef.
Let's do worst vehicle dead MP3.
Hey, 3AM folks. Y'all were talking about fucking trucks, and well,
Not
I
really.
haven't fucked a truck yet.
Or
I
were
am
we?
sitting in one,
Okay.
and
Beautiful.
I'm a utility locator, and this truck belongs to my company, and it's a real piece of shit.
Mm.
2016, but somehow it still has crank windows and manual locks, and I can't
Wow.
unlock the
Wow.
passenger side at all because it doesn't work. So if anything falls over there, I'm fucked. Anywho, I get paid to drive around town all day and put spray paint in rich people's yards for phone lines they don't use anymore. Anyway, what's the worst vehicle experience that you've had to use or own? Thanks. Bye.
All right.
I'm so ready for this.
When
Let's
I was
hear it, Jan.
When I was a PA, I had to drive an old 2002 Dodge pickup, old as hell, tires super bald, from Treasure Island in the Bay Area all the way to the Dog Patch area. That's about,
Oh,
on a
shit.
good day, 25 minutes, would y'all say?
Sounds
Sorry to
right.
interrupt. These are real names of real places, like
Treasure
towns,
Island, yeah.
or is it like a
Patch.
business?
Dog Patch is a real area. Treasure Island was a real area, yeah.
Is that a
Yep.
business or like
No.
can you
It's a
live in Treasure
You can live in
Island?
Treasure Island.
like a
What?
naval base that people can live on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, Bay Area is wild.
And since it's military land, they really don't like it if you have drugs there.
No, they don't.
So don't.
Fun place
there
to do that,
you-
though.
Yeah.
So
And it was the bed of the truck was loaded with 500 pounds of sandbags, and because the tires were already balding, I had to go drop them off because we didn't use all of them. And the truck, because the tires were bald and like it was loaded way past its max capacity, and it was an old truck. It was I swear the back wheels were bowing,
No.
fuck.
and then that drive, which is like 25-ish minutes, became 40 because I was scared as hell to take any turn.
Yeah. I I owned relatively recently, maybe about 10 years ago, I owned a 1990 Buick LeSabre.
Yeah.
Oh, let's saver.
It was my grandmother's, who had reached an age where we just wouldn't let her drive anymore.
It's nice. Like you're a pimp on a budget. You're like,
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like an economical,
I got a Buick, not a Cadillac. I mean, come on.
so a bench in the front seat,
Yeah.
like this purpley velvet material throughout.
Yes.
And the wildest thing is she lived in Queens and everything was in walking distance. So she never drove the thing. So here I am in the year 2012 driving a 1990 Buick LeSabre with no more than 28,000 miles on it. Which was wild. It got a whopping 7 miles a gallon because it never experienced a tune-up in its entire life. And when we finally upgraded in 2014 to what did we get at the a Subaru Forester, I told the dealer, I'm like, what kind of an asshole do I feel like going to a dealer being like, how much can I get as a trade-in for the LeSabre? And he said, dude, if you can drive that car in working condition to my lot, I'll give you $400 for it. I'm like, you're on. And I did, and that was the end of that. The only other
belongs in a museum.
Yeah, seriously, and now it's with God. The only other horrific car situation I can mention is I had a buddy Doug in high school, and he spent more money on fixing up a 1981 Dodge Omni than what he actually bought the car for.
No.
And I was in not one, but two pretty intense car accidents with that car and him. And let me tell you, that shit hurt. Like they weren't, they were like sub 30 mile an hour accidents where it's like, oh, that just hurts, where it's not like horrific and terrible. But that is just, man, that car for whatever reason was a target for accidents. So we only drove it back and forth to school, and that was really it. But man, oh man,
my driving back and forth to school car, like in Staten Island, all the girls that are rich and their dads are contractors, they get a car for the 16th birthday. They just bought a car. It's really nice. They all
get Jettas.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
have
Jettas.
But I got my dad's hand-me-down work vehicle, which he's got a really blue collar job, and it was a Chevy Lumina van, and it was
nice
bright teal, like the most disgusting looking van, and it drove I shit you not, it drove like a bumper car. Like, how loosey goosey, oops, I hit my mic.
Yeah.
How loosey goosey the wheel of a bumper car is? That's how loosey goosey this giant,
just full on.
Yeah, it's like boat of a car, and I just loved driving it. It just felt so fun, weird. Good little freak of a car.
I had real good luck and bad luck with Chevy Novas over the years. But that was when I turned 16. My dad built the heck out of a Chevy Nova, and then I totaled it 3 months later. And so we started trying to build another one, not learning the lesson from the first one. But we couldn't find that car got totaled, so we needed to find a new Chevy Nova to fucking put all these parts into and all this other stuff. And when we found the body wasn't as straight as the other one, it was just a little fucked up. And basically, as we're building it, I'm still driving it around. And I had this happen twice. I dropped the drive line, just fell the fuck out of it. Once on the freeway, once driving to school. And you just hear this, suddenly you're like, oh, there's no, the motor's still going, but there is no power going to the fucking wheels anymore because the thing that spins is sitting on the fucking asphalt. And that fucking sucked, and could have actually been, I guess, dangerous because I was going pretty fast when it happened once, and that could have bounced back up, maybe pierced the gas tank.
Sure.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So that was it was fine, but yeah, no, that's I still that year that model of Nova, the 68 to 72. I had a 69, and then I had a 68, I think.
Oh damn.
And yeah, they're the cool cars. They're light as shit. So you can, if you put enough motor into them, you can really go out there and fuck yourself up real bad.
Take off a little bit. with the front two wheels.
Didn't get that far. We didn't. It wasn't like we could have probably gone in that direction or whatever. But it had positive traction, so it was just basically like if that first car, if I stomped on the pedal, the wheels just spun.
Yeah.
And so being 16, you just learn to do that at every single stop sign. Everywhere you go, you are fucking laying down rubber and going, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, this feels nice.
Yeah, with all the fucking car dipshits at school. And then I was suddenly when I totaled that car, they were very much not friends with me anymore. It was just, it was a whole weird thing. Probably for the best. But yeah.
My mom told me that when she was commuting, it was like her first job and it was in Brooklyn. So she was commuting from Staten Island to Brooklyn in this old ass car. I forget what model, but like she was going up a hill and the whole engine just fell out of the entire car and just stranded her in the middle of Brooklyn, halfway between Staten Island and her job.
What's wrong? Well, the engine fell out of the car.
It just fell out. Yeah.
You need that. Yeah. Oh, not to mention, I'm trying to buy a new car right now.
Oh God,
it's such a bad idea.
Is it just like 50% more than it should be and impossible to find? Like,
I mean, I've done like about a week's worth of research, and everything pointing to me is just like, nope, don't do it. Just walk.
Yeah,
like find something else.
I really want an electric car. And then I was like, oh, electric truck, pickup truck. And now I only get ads for freaking Rivian, right? That's the new hotness of electric pickups.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And it's like starting at 90K or whatever.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Damn.
Anyway, Jason, did you have a car story, sir?
Oh, yeah, real quick one. I had a Mercury Cougar that the transmission was completely shot. And I was trying to pawn it off on just whoever the fuck would take it. I called up this junkyard and offered them like $300 or something like that. And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, bring it on in. I don't know how the hell I got it to that fucking junkyard with the transmission being so fucking bad. But yeah, we got it in there. We got it into the lot. And he's like, yeah, let me take it for a spin. And I'm like, yeah, shit. He came back and he was just fucking slammed the door. And he's like, I'll give you $25. And I'm like, fucking take it.
Your problem now.
Yeah.
I said I gave my pick to the chat, but I feel like I should probably pick Thai versus Filipino.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mostly got a question for Jan. I've got Thai friends and I've got Filipino friends. They're both like the chillest dudes. Like they're all happy. They're great. They're always having a good time. But they never really like interact with each other or like even acknowledge each other. And I don't know how to bring it up to them. Like, y'all cool? I was wondering like if there's like any like international beef that I don't know about. Thanks for that. Bye.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any actual international beef. It's more so like the Spider-Man meme of two Spider-Men pointing at each other. It's like, hey, you kind of look like me. I kind of look like you. Are you Filipino? No? Oh, okay, cool. Bye. It's more like that of like, okay, my mistake. See you later, buddy. I can't answer this. If there's any other like Thai people or Filipino people, leave a voicemail, I guess. If there's any other Thai person that runs video on a video game website, let's make this bridge, friend.
Nice.
Yeah. It's just
yeah. Let's have this olive bridge, right? That's the phrase?
Olive branch.
Branch.
Yeah, now it's a bridge made of olives. I get it.
Yeah.
Martini Town.
Mm.
Connecting
I
Martini
literally
Town.
just like Wikipedia like Philippines-Thailand relations, and I don't know, they seem alright. They've had a treaty of friendship since 1949. I don't know. Maybe it's just awkward for a reason.
Trade is up to 60%. I can't say that I know that many Thai people. Shouts out to my Indonesian friends, though. Y'all are cool. Bang with y'all. Jess, it's back to you.
Wow. Oh, I had something and then I lost it. It wasn't tendies. Yowie hunters is all the way at the bottom.
I may have misheard this. But Yowie hunters.
Hey, it's Jim from the Gold Coast. So I'm driving on the highway, and in front of me is a really nice looking BMW, the number plate Yowie, and a big decal saying yowiehunter.com. Yowie is basically our version of Bigfoot. But there must be a bit of money in Yowie hunting. Do you think that's a profitable business? Catches?
All right. No incognito mode.
It's
Yowie
probably spelled
hunter.
differently.
Right.
Is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yowie spelled Yowie.
Okay.
Yowie. What was it? Hunters or hunter?
Hunters.
Careful.
One of
Careful.
several names for an Australian folklore entity reputed to live in the outback.
Yes.
Australian
Is it,
Yowie research.
What does it look like?
Oh my god, it looks fucking dope. Go to this website right now. It's got the equivalent background of like a 3-wolf moon shirt.
Here's Yaroma swallowing a man, according to Wikipedia.
These things are dope.
Okay, yeah, they're chill. This is a nice shirt.
Yowie files.
Oh, they have a podcast. That's fun.
Okay. Okay. Now it's official.
Sighting percentage state by state. Wow, New South Wales, they seeing lots of Yowie.
I think Honey Mustard Man might have seen a local celebrity, if anything. An expert.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Jason, your turn, sir.
Oh, it is my turn. Karate.
I was doing karate in the beer aisle at the grocery store. The manager came and said, I can't be there no more. Security had to escort me to the door, and I didn't even get to buy the alcohol that I went there for.
But probably didn't need.
That sounded like a song.
It was. It
All I
kind of
wanted was a
That was
goddamn
art.
Pepsi, you know.
That was art. We just heard art.
It's one of my favorite colors.
Thank you, caller.
That's
No,
not
Yeah.
being
Dad,
poison.
I'm in jail.
I was doing karate once. Taekwondo. Was walking out of a bar, and I probably shouldn't have been going to my car, but I was anyway. I tried to high jump kick a friend of mine.
As you do.
That's a very.
As you do.
Yeah.
You're a very tall person.
It's true, but yeah, I landed in an ice patch and fell on my ass right in front of a cop. And I decided to go back inside and just kind of hide out instead.
You're just like fighting a ghost.
Yeah.
You know.
You're a
Like
Yowie. hunter.
You need to like figure out like what beer, what kind of beverage you're going to drink. And you know, different people have different processes they use. I could see going like, I'm going to just do a bunch of fucking karate until it comes to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clear my head and be like,
I
all
can see
right,
that.
we need a case of Rolling Rocks. Okay. The karate said so. Let's go. I don't know.
Karate told us to.
Yeah.
It's a state of mind. Yeah.
The state of mind. Mr. Gersman.
Okay. Oh, geez. Let's see here. How about I'm a scientist.mp3.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm a scientist.mp3.
Hello.
Okay. I should also preface, this is probably one of the, this is probably the closest anyone's going to come to calling HR this episode.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Get the speed dial
Hello,
ready.
voice
Not my
channel.
fault this time.
I'm a scientist. I work with hamsters. We breed all of our animals in our lab. And I just need to get something off my chest. I'm getting really sick of hamster cum. It's like almost like human cum. But you know those like tubes of frozen orange juice concentrate? Like thick and pulpy? Yeah. That's all. Love you.
That should be all.
When you
I've
say
had it up
you're-
to here with this hamster cum.
When you say you're sick of it, caller,
Right.
it almost implies that you're interacting with it in a way that is not great.
He's a scientist. He's
What are the
taste testing it.
Interact with hamster cum. Jeff Bacalar.
What was that question?
What are the great ways to interact with hamster cum?
I just don't. The the way he talked about it seemed like
he's got some hands-on experience, right?
you know,
Or-
is it a
Hams on.
some hands-on? I mean, the first joke that I was gonna make was way more awful.
Go ahead.
No, you know, he said, "Oh, you know, I'm so sick of hamster cum." I was gonna say like, well, who told you to eat it?
Yeah,
but I, you know,
You know,
that's because that's the vibe that I got from the way he was describing it. Then he talks about comparing it to fucking orange juice.
Yep.
That's where my head went.
Yeah.
And also,
it's got a
How does he
thick
know it's that pulpy? I mean, right?
ness to it. Seems haunting,
That's-
I guess.
How much hamster cum is typical
it's all proportional,
for
Jess.
an
You know, like,
ejaculate? I don't know what's proportionate for you know, if a hamster would I don't, they have lots of babies and they fuck a lot, so it might not be proportionate
Yeah,
to other
I think it's
mammals.
like 70% of your protein for the day.
Getting
Who
it.
knows?
Is he whacking off hamsters?
I don't
Does he
know.
whack off a bunch of them into like a big jug all together, or is it like all little
Jeff, your
separate
mic
tiny
keeps
pipettes?
cutting out.
Yeah,
like,
I don't, is that,
dramatically.
I don't know. Is it just like a? Do you think it's a gate problem or?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds digital.
Hmm.
Let me check Discord.
I would like. I feel like the machine that jerks off a hamster is probably pretty cute.
Oh, I'm sure.
Probably real adorable.
I am the machine. What jerks off the hamsters?
It's probably just so
I'm-
small.
I'm glad your
It's the
microphone
tiniest
came
little
out
machine.
loud for that one.
Good.
You know, it's this
Um,
big. It's this big. Turn it on. Oh shit! I just don't think about hamster cum ever. And now today,
The first time I ever have.
to go face to face with hamster cum.
Well, you know, we gotta confront our demons, right?
Yeah. So if I talk louder, does it work? Is it just like a
Yeah.
like is
Yeah.
I just wonder. I'm
Ugh.
trying to figure out what's going on here because there
I
was
think
a-
we're knocking you down.
Yeah, someone in chat said that it sounded like I was being ducked by y'all, which wouldn't be a
Yep.
problem on my end. It shouldn't be a problem on my end.
Unless you've got some like Discord
No,
settings
I-
in there,
I-
no
all
processing.
that stuff, and it's all turned off. I looked at it before the show started.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
man.
think the crazy frog messed up everything.
Yeah.
You got hamster cum in your ears. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've changed my gate to have a shorter release time, just like the hamsters. Shorter refractory period.
Nice.
All right.
Good.
Well, while we'd
Yeah, please
try and
get us outta
alleviate
here.
some microphone issues, Bacalar, why don't you choose the next one?
Hamster. Let me do. What? Jess?
Oh,
I was laughing at the chat. The chat said, "Imagine how much cum they can fit in their cheeks, vis-a-vis hamsters." Sorry, I laughed at that. Okay.
That's not where it comes from. Stressed in all caps. Done MP3.
stressed.
Saludos, bombers. So, I've been stressed, as probably everyone has lately, and I decided to go and get a massage. Not that kind. You know, a massage. No, but really, get a massage, and I'm like debating myself whether am I spending too much money. It's around $60-$70, you know. But yeah, I've been trying to find new things to like get the stress down. So, what are your recommendations? I've been trying to, go for a light walk. I don't like that. I'm trying massage. So, what else would you try? Like, let me know. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye. Paulo, from Puerto Rico. Bye.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Hey,
Looking for
Puerto
for
Rico.
stress relief advice.
Stress relief. Nice, relaxing exercise.
I have a story about this.
Okay, go ahead.
My semi-husband has also recently decided to get massages, right? So he goes to this place and gets a pretty good massage. He's a very soft boy. So not a lot of muscle mass going on here. So I give him massages that are too hard. Like, and I'm just like, I'm hardly doing anything. You're so precious. So he gets massaged by a professional, I guess, and whatever, they're better at it. But he goes back the next week, and instead of the lady from that time, it's a different person. It's this guy, and this dude like beats the shit out of him. Like he's telling this guy like this hurts, this is too hard, like ow and stuff. He's just like, no, this is just what we got to do to like loosen up some lats and stuff like that. And like he was like beat up and sore the rest of the day, and he went back.
Bruised?
He wasn't actually bruised. I was surprised. But which is weird. I really thought the way he was describing it sounded like torture.
Like,
and he went back.
Right? If you're not getting the shit beat out of you, and like for the rest of the day, you're like, "Fuck, I'm fucked up." Like, did you even really get a massage?
You're kind of right.
Yeah. Keep the context in mind of him being an incredibly soft boy.
Yeah, but like that doesn't mean they're not gonna fucking break him in half. Like he's still, he's not.
They shouldn't have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I went to physical therapy. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Let me finish. But story conclusion that he does go back and he gets the lady from the first time. And he says like, hey, like I went to this guy and he like beat the shit out of me. And she was like, yeah, we've been getting a lot of complaints about him lately.
All the soft boys that come in really hate him.
Overly tenderized by Jared or whoever.
Jared's not here to do club rubs. He's here to do it right.
First time I went to physical therapy, they beat the shit out of me. But they were telling me the entire time, it's like, if it's hurting, really bad, let us know because that can do more damage or whatever. Anyway, I just stuck through it because I ain't no soft boy, so I wanted the real shit. But yeah, they beat the fuck out of me the first time. The second time I got a dude that just like held his fucking hand on my stomach for like an hour and a half, it felt like, and fucking did nothing to me. I don't know.
Is that Reiki? Did you get Reiki'd?
Yeah, something. Like he was just like imbibing his energy into me. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But I felt calm and relaxed afterwards. It was good stress relief.
I don't like getting massages. I don't know. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just
I get that.
I don't find it relaxing. Like I think there's probably like the medical aspect.
Is it
beat
is it people touching you?
No, I'm into people. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Depends on the people.
Yeah, it depends on the people. But yeah, it just never really. It was never like a relaxing thing. The couple of times I've gotten it done, it was just like, this is super not for me. But the idea of like, hey, my shoulder's a little out of whack. Can you come fuck me up? And hopefully that loosens it up. Like that has some appeal.
I do think exercise is a good stress reliever. Sorry. More not the act, more like the after effect of it. And caller said they didn't like taking walks, but that's a pretty good one too.
Try night walk. Day walks are getting you down. Try skulking around at night like a weirdo.
Get weird.
I'm watching too much true crime to do something like that.
Here at night and wander around.
Just get a reflector sticker and put it on your hoodie or whatever you wear out at night. And
reflective stickers that spell out "Don't kill me."
That'll keep you safe. Weed.
Xanax.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Xanax is a little addictive. I don't want to. It's addictive. I don't want.
I was kind of kidding.
Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't know that.
Jason's poker face, impeccable.
What else?
Heroin.
Sure.
Really relaxing. Yeah.
I like Oxy. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Grind up the Oxy.
Anything that I'm trying to think of like anything that takes your mind off of
video games.
Because a lot of it is also like meditation. If you could like learn to meditate, figure that shit out. But I would say first and foremost, exercise for sure.
Yeah. I got a low impact like Slim Cycle that I use every now and again. And
do that.
That helps a lot. Yeah.
You know what? Therapy. Gotta vouch for therapy.
Sure. Yeah.
Bitching to a third party that has no skin in the game. Would be pretty nice.
That scares
me.
the
I think
hell out
my
of me.
therapist has skin in the game, and that's why it's not a stress reliever.
Oh, you want your therapist to have some skin in the game and not be
the problem
be
is
biased toward you.
I talked
That's
about
what
this
friends are for. Sorry.
I talked about this with Jan.
Yes.
Like I have this thing where I don't like it when my therapist doesn't laugh at what I think is a funny joke. So, what did you say, Jan?
Bits not hitting with.
I'm worried about my bits not landing, and I'm worried about bombing with my therapist, and that's what's happening.
Sounds like it.
You have this need to perform, Mr. Bacalar. Where do you think this is coming from?
I'm just saying, like, I've got fucking gold for her. And she just stares blankly into the Zoom camera, and I'm just like,
it's probably because like you know what?
Funny.
I bet
I'm sorry.
she's
That's funny.
laughed.
You should be laughing.
I bet she's laughed at something before that was not a joke, and the person is flipped out on her.
I mean, you gotta look. If something's funny, you can't hold it in. You gotta. I would appreciate some recognition, even a smile or a smirk. But you know,
you should bring this up with your therapist, though.
I have to find another
please
one.
laugh more at me.
I have to find another one to talk about this vicious cycle. Thanks a lot. Anyway,
okay. I hopefully turned off whatever was turning other people down. I don't know.
Y'all ducking.
Y'all
do I sound better?
Everyone sounds
better.
Oh, there we go. Slightly better now. I don't know why would it affect everyone else on the call.
I'm just gonna come up a little bit and see if that does anything, like talk on a low. See
that's not great.
Oh, not great. Okay,
we'll figure it out. It'll be fine in post. Bacalar, I think it's your turn.
Okay. I'll take non-linear storytelling. .mp3
for 100.
Non-linear storytelling.
Bye. Love you guys.
Yeah.
So my question is there a storytelling or narrative convention that rubs you the wrong way? Especially with Tenet, since it seemed like Nolan was smelling his own farts. I really don't like the idea of a non-linear plot for its own sake, no matter how cool it is. I've been rewatching Christopher Nolan's Tenet, and I kind of came to a realization. Ross from Virginia. Hey, you dumpers.
Thank you, Colin.
Nice.
I see what you did there.
That's some memento shit right there.
Yep.
Bravo.
Yeah,
Speaking of Memento, really good non-linear storytelling movie.
It is. I mean,
That's pretty good.
If you ever see the first one he did was called Following, I want to say, which is pretty gnarly too. I think I think sometimes when a storytelling experience starts off with the end, like that seems to be the most popular way to do it.
Sure.
Where it's like, hey,
and media res, is that what it's called?
Well, media res is when something is in the middle of it, starting in the middle of like a thing, right?
And res.
It's just, it's like, you know, I don't know. It's also, you know, there's ways where storytelling works where like you as the audience member find out information that other characters have that other characters don't have, and that creates this sort of like, you know, fly on the wall thing. But in terms of just like the straight up non-linear stuff, I do find like, here's the end, and now the whole season will show you how we get to the end. I guess I don't have really a preference for that, but I feel like more often than not that kind of like starts me off on like the wrong foot a little bit. I've seen plenty of stuff where all that shit works out great and it's well done.
Yeah.
I guess it's not a preference of mine, but again, ultimately it doesn't matter.
I just like like I said, I've been watching a bunch of true crime stuff recently. So a lot of documentaries and docuseries, and a lot of the times they will tell, you know, the story of the whole thing very, very non-chronologically, and it's like just to keep up the editing tension and to make it feel more like a movie. And I have a big problem with that because it's just like, this feels like, just tell me what happened. I don't need it to feel like a season finale of murder. Who's getting killed? It's like, this is a real thing that happened to people. Do we need to sensationalize it so much that we're like 2 months earlier, this person met this person? It's like that's gonna kill them. And it's, I don't know. It's just weird. I wish we could ease up on that a bit.
Yeah. The true crime stuff is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I have a preference either way. I think sometimes that whole like start at the end and then how do we get here? I think that's definitely worked. Trying to think if there's anything that just irks me in storytelling, but predictability probably actually. I think there's usually a case of like where you feel like you've figured a thing out before the program wants you to have figured it out. Like obviously sometimes they give you that information, but that feeling of just like, oh, this is going to happen, then this is going to happen, then this is going to happen, and then being right about that is usually a thing that makes me hate something.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of why I can't watch sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, I can watch wrestling, even though wrestling is the most fucking predictable thing in the world 90% of the time.
Is it because you're used to the disappointment with wrestling specifically as a media? That when it does get good, it's like surprising?
Yeah, I guess that's probably part of it. Is when wrestling is good, that's the shocker. It's like, wow, wow, it's happening. This is crazy. I got to tell somebody, wrestling's good.
Yeah. I'm going to give my pick to the audience. I don't think I solicited one, so instead I'm going to pick one. This is actually directed towards me.
Dan, dude, come on. You're better than that. Don't gatekeep the restaurants, bro. We got to know where the good stuff is. Besides, the gatekeepers are only gatekeeping because they think they're better than everybody else. Or that you're not part of the club or as good as they are. And you're not that guy. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Fine.
Also, you're helping them do business. Don't you want them to thrive?
Yo, the Filipino community in the Bay Area is more than funding this family. It's funny that it's called this. I titled this Gatekeeping because the restaurant I was talking about makes the best Filipino breakfast, and they're a small Chinese family.
Whoa.
Shouts out to Gateway Kitchen. Shouts out to John and May, feeding the Daly City San Francisco community for decades.
Nice.
I call in, they still recognize me. Anyway, Jess, back to you.
Aww.
Someone in the chat was asking if I have any good true crime recommendations. No, it's all bad. I don't know why I watch it. It's really, I feel like a scumbag for watching any of it, honestly.
It's like solid garbage TV. I mean,
it's just, it's the new Coney Island freak show or something. Like there's something in your brain that wants to see this. And it's like a bad part of your brain.
It's like, do you want to watch this family suck or do you want to hear about a guy who got killed? It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's just like, I've been watching like the intervention show and shit. And it's like, this is pure misery. Why? Why am I watching this? My brain keeps saying, yes, more, idiot. Because I'm a bad person who is down with the sickness. .mp3.
Jess, I'm going to add another qualifier for you. This is the last voicemail that you will be picking. So I don't know if you want to continue on with it.
Down with the sickness.
Down with...
Unless it's 3 seconds long.
The sickness.
Bomb crew, what's up? This is Mark from North Carolina. I actually have this week been finally got the COVID, unfortunately, so I've been laid up in bed, and I've taken to playing Luck Be a Landlord a whole bunch, and right now I've got a run where I'm up to 6 million gold because I got a lot of pairs and farmers, so I'm going to ask for anyone who's played it. Actually, this is a two-part question. First, for anyone who's played Luck Be a Landlord, do you have a favorite strategy? But also, was there ever a game that got you through an illness that you might not have gotten through otherwise? Because this has been rough so far, but that's really helped me get through it. I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
Thank you, caller.
The Sims, Project Hospital, ironically, or 2 Point Hospital rather. There was some other like I think it was Civ 5.
Yeah.
Like strategy type stuff for some reason, but it's like really light. Like you put it on easy mode and just like fart around. Get well soon.
Yeah, I played through TIE Fighter after getting my wisdom teeth pulled, which is not quite the same thing, but it was like a good solid week of being on pain drugs, and yeah, playing a lot of TIE Fighter. I finished it.
What's the one mode in Burnout where you just try and cause as big of a wreck as possible?
Crash Breaker?
Crash
like that?
Crash mode,
Crash Breaker, something like that. Yeah, that in high school when I had the flu, that was just the best. Just like, I just felt like terrible, and then it was like, oh. And then, you get to charge up again and jump somewhere else. It was fantastic.
No, the last time I was really sick, I actually put on some YouTube compilations of Jim Cornette talking shit on a podcast.
About Kenny Omega?
Well, probably some of it, but I think this was before AEW had started up. This was a while ago. So
Joshi wrestlers.
Yeah. I was just like fucking just listening to compilations of Jim Cornette being fucking mad about how wrestling is. And and I remember just laying down and having that playing, just going like, oh god. But like that and Botchamania are kind of my like the last time I got bad sick. Maybe not the last time. Anyway, yeah.
I have a core memory I just unlocked. When I got to stay home sick from school
I'm happy
for
we
my
could do this
first
for you, Jess, by the way.
I got to stay home sick from school for my first period because I didn't know what was going on with me. And I just remember being miserable, in pain, feeling freaky and disgusting, and like I might be dying, and playing Ocarina of Time. And I was in the Goron village, and I just associate the music of that place with my mom awkwardly trying to give me like a puberty talk about how like, so this is the rest of your life now. And just feeling like fucking miserable about it. Great.
Yeah, I played the entirety of Chrono Cross on my side because I was laid up with the flu. So I have fond memories of it just being inverted a little bit.
Jason, speaking, your turn.
Oh man, last one, right?
Last one.
GB Heroes.
GB Heroes.
Hey Jan, it has been about 16 hours since I left my last voicemail. I am now headed to work. But good news, Sega is now making a giant bomb Heroes, and you, Jan, and everyone else have to split yourselves up into groups of 3. Each group has to have a puncher, a runny guy, and a flying guy, and each team has their own superpower thing that they can pop. So how would you split up the crew? Okay, let me back.
I'd put all
I just want to shout out his format here was like how you go to Catholic confession. It's been 16 hours since my last voicemail.
That's good.
I would put all
That'd
the
be the
Jeffs
punchy
together.
guy?
Yeah. All of the Jeffs are punchy guys.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Am I flying?
Yeah, I'd put all the video producers together, so all the Joes together. And then I was thinking, since I'm the shortest out of the 3 video producers here, I could just sit on both of your shoulders.
Oh,
Perfect.
Cool.
I'll raise you up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have to do do we have to do like a confessional show now? Is that what this?
That's basically what this show is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way.
Kind of is that,
They have
right?
things that things they end up involved in that they're not proud of, but also need to brag to someone about.
Totally. It's
Yeah.
3 a.m. Who are
Yeah.
you gonna call, right?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna lay
Exit
lay
flu.
your sins out to?
That's why we're here.
Jason, I guess vis-a-vis, you also picked another twofer because I think this is their original voicemail.
Okay.
Hey Jan, I'm headed home from work at 5 in the morning.
Talk about nonlinear storytelling. We're ending on one now.
Right.
And I just want to let you know, Sonic Heroes! You can play as Big the Cat. It's a pretty good Sonic game. IMO. Okay, bye.
Thank you, caller.
Who's the
Love
big
it.
the cat of the giant bomb crew?
Rory.
Yeah.
Loves to fish.
Yeah.
He does. I don't know if that's true.
I'm gonna say it's true. Rory
Is he a
seems like
fish
a person you'd like to.
He's a big like tilapia guy, right?
Yes, big as a tilapia.
Tilapia.
Mr. Gersman, your last voicemail of the episode, sir.
How about ads.mp3?
Ads.mp3.
What's up, 3 a.m. homies? This is Ryan in Portland. I am a Giant Bomb premium user, so I don't have to listen to ad reads, but I work in the ads industry, and a company just sent me an idea for ad copy, and I wanted to read it to you. It says, Lucy had Ethel, Thelma had Louise. We need you. Be a part of something bigger, in all caps. And it's been a while since I saw Thelma and Louise, but in my memory, they drove off a cliff and committed suicide, and it just seemed like a weird choice. Anyway, thanks for not having ads. I love you guys. Bye.
Thank you for being a Giant Bomb Premium subscriber.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute. What was the ad for? Did I miss
It,
that part?
it must have been targeted toward women, right?
See, it works in the ad industry. He probably didn't want to like blow up the fucking client's spot.
He
on
should have.
bad copy. Yes, I would. Yes, if anyone hears that ad out there, I would love to know.
Yeah.
If they want up
Side
getting
chat.
approved.
Side
Yeah.
chat.
Mr. Bacalar. Last one.
1,000 of us chuckle Fs. John MP3.
Good.
Hey, Dumpers and Dumpette. Gannon from Boston. Boston! I have been thinking about loving my wife for a few weeks now because of your podcast. And I've come to the conclusion, fuck that bitch. I don't love my wife. And I'll rock a bumper sticker that says that. Which brings me to my ultimate question. When in the fuck are you guys going to start making goddamn bumper stickers? I mean, you got like 1,000 of us chuckle fucks calling you a week, right? It can't cost $5 to make a fucking bumper sticker. I mean, what does it cost, $2? Some 5, 7. I mean, you're making, even if half of us buying, you're making money hand over fist, you know? Yeah. I need a fucking Calvin pissing on a judge bumper sticker in my life, you know? Fuck jury duty and fuck my wife. But I love you. Goodbye.
Oh my God!
I hope his wife was in the passenger seat as he called in.
Man, how did you? You were gonna let this show start and finish and not have one of us pick that voicemail? Are you kidding me, dude?
I believed in the heart of the cards here.
You were right.
I'm not sure there's a better person to say bumper sticker. Bumpa sticka is that is just it's a wicked pissa is what that is.
Today I realized how close to me the Boston accent and the Australian accent kind of are, because for half a sentence there I was like, ooh, another Australian. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
I've never associated those two.
Me either. It was just right now when I was like, oh, Australia, and then I was like, wait, no.
Sounds like a Bruins game. I
Weird.
just feel like that it's awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah, we gotta get on these bumper stickers though. The angry man from Boston is right, as they often are.
It was like reading for a role on a Matt Damon fucking Ben Affleck movie, I think.
Yeah.
Also, you got the part, kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
That's
like to
awesome.
believe that just like how Jess will go full Staten Island, our friend from Boston will go full Boston.
That was medium Boston for that guy, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
I am gonna break the rules. I'm gonna break the rules here. I'm gonna pick 2. And then I'm gonna give one more to the audience.
Oh.
First one I'm gonna pick. Are you okay, Hawaii Joe?
Oh, nice.
Yo, it's Joe from Hawaii. I've always wanted to open a hat store and call it It Had to Be You. That way, when I die, people will be like, I'm so glad he's dead. Later.
That's like not a bad way to open up a stand-up bit. That's a decent opening joke for your for your type 5 Joe.
God damn it. I don't know why that got me so hard.
I hope Hawaii Joe's okay.
Not a bad joke. Not bad.
It's okay.
I hope you're fine.
There's a place in Charlotte. It Had to Be You LLC.
Damn. Sorry,
Is that guy dead?
Sorry, Joe.
I don't know. This site is a weird, like, we've just got local businesses listed forever. So it might not be there anymore. We don't know. It was on Tremont. It was in East Tremont Avenue. Maybe it's still there. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Work on that delivery, Joe, and you got yourself a nice opening little joke there.
It got me for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm
tired.
I hope Hawaii Joe is like a local stand-up comedian and he's practicing his bits on us.
Out stuff.
Sure. Test them out.
I'll see your set, Hawaii Joe.
The chat shows Tendy.
Okay.
Okay, guys, what the fuck? I'm driving and there is a fucking, I don't know what you call them, pickups, I guess, where you are. There's a fucking pickup and it is wall-to-wall covered in chicken tender fucking stickers or something, like decals. And the license plate is Tendy. What the actual fuck? What timeline is this for? There's a fucking chicken tender truck cruising down the fucking M1. What the what a weapon!
What a weapon!
Fuck fuck! I had to tell someone. I don't know, man. It's 6 in the fucking morning, and I am driving to work, and there's a fucking chicken tender truck. It's too early. I don't know. What food are you gonna decal on your car? Love you. Bye.
Now that's an Australian accent.
Yeah.
You gotta honk at that guy next time. If you see him again.
Picture. I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Dunk it. Oh, fuck.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Just
I want to.
Ramen car.
If we're talking about the M1, that's British, right? That guy was not Australian.
He sounded Australian, dude. Oh my god.
That's the same thing.
I think that's an Australian in the UK.
Possibly.
I'm having a hard time with Australian accents on this one.
I don't know if it's like that over there now, but when the last couple of times I went there, like all their fast food seemed insane. Where like or just like there was just always one item on the menu that was the local item or the something that like they were trying to be cool or trying to be, I don't know, but they, like Burger King had donuts and they called them Diddy Donuts, Diddy, and it wasn't like P Diddy, which would have made sense to me. It was just like whatever they called them, and it was always weird.
A crossover thing with Donkey Kong?
No, just it was actually a Simpsons. They actually had the Simpsons advertising them there. There's also an M1 in Australia, so it's up in the air. We don't know.
I think it's Australia.
And the last voicemail.
And that's the only way we'll be able to tell.
Yes, call back. Call back. Also text a picture of the Tendy truck, please.
Yeah, please follow that
guy. The last voicemail, bday.mp3.
What is up, dumpers? First time, long time. Hope you're well. It's my birthday, so that means I think you have to play this voicemail. But anyway, so I'm a journalist, and I went to a concert recently, last night, and I told them it was my birthday, and they brought me backstage and gave me a really good time. So that was great. What's the best unexpected birthday gift you've ever had? Doesn't include any weird shit, obviously. Keep on dumping, and yeah, see you later.
How good a time you had back there.
Yeah.
Very vague.
Good time, huh?
Oh, hey.
Birthday.
Also, cheers for your birthday.
Yes.
Getting a lot of international callers. I love it.
Happy birthday.
It's always 3 a.m. somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually, I'm not quite like Bacalar hockey level with this stuff, but I don't necessarily like broadcast that my birthday's coming up or anything like that. So I don't doesn't never.
Yeah, mine's pretty low key. No, my wife for my 40th, she got a bunch of people because we were living in San Francisco at the time. She got a bunch of people from back home on a big like Skype call, and she picked me up from work, and then she brought me home, and then they were all like on the TV. It was pretty great.
Oh, cool.
That was cool.
Cute.
Nice.
I had a surprise party happen to me once because I had told my then boyfriend how much I had always wanted one and no one had ever done one for me. So finally I got one, and it was like I just got overcome with emotion. I just started like sobbing because I wanted a surprise party so bad, and then everybody was like, surprise, and I started crying. They're just like, oh no, what the fuck? I was like, no, this is really cool.
I miss the good old days of my early 24 to 27. No, it was actually 24, 25. Me and the homie threw a joint celebration at the Trap House. And it's probably the most insane house parties ever. We thought about doing it big for our collective 30th and just closing out the trilogy. But man, 24, 25, insane birthdays, because
I've seen some of the flyers, Jan.
Multiple couples broke up because of said parties. We would cook food at these. Someone had passed me, like two of my homies were like, yo, it's too much. It's too much to tell. It's too much to tell.
Damn.
Too
hot for TV.
Yes. I think at one point I started yelling at someone to freestyle because I demanded it. and they weren't inclined to like, you know, they're not a rapper of sorts. And then they wound up busting out a very good freestyle that got recorded on tape. And I was like, oh, good for you, bud. There's
now
another
he's
time.
famous now.
It's Post Malone.
Yeah. It was that was Post Malone. Yeah, turns out.
Is he actually as nice a guy as people say?
Still, you know, you would think he's smelly, but he's not.
Nice.
Smells like dryer sheets.
It's getting to be
seems like
season around these parts again. We have to dig out the Post Malone video.
Oh man,
Post Malone seems like a really nice
Might hang out.
version of Oscar the Grouch.
Not as like
Oscar
grouchy though.
Gets really
Yeah.
high and
Yeah, like that's what I said. A nice version.
yeah.
You know.
All right.
I
Yeah.
always said Pigpen from the Peanuts.
Okay.
Makes sense too.
Mhm.
Great. All right. Well, that's it for voicemails.
There you have it.
707 exit flu is that phone number. Leave us some more. Send in another several hundred of these, and we'll sift through them and figure out what's next. This bumper sticker thing, apparently, it doesn't even cost $5 to make a bumper sticker. So
What can it cost?
Cheap.
$10.
what can it? Yeah, what can it even cost?
Clearly, the demand is high.
Stickerboys.zone, whatever the fuck. I'm sure there's a zillion companies that'll do that stuff.
1, 2, 3 stickers.
We'll
I actually like them a lot.
Certainly our existing merch partner can make bumper stickers and also distribute them.
We're gonna make eggshell bumper stickers. The best kind.
Yeah.
Unpeelable.
Nice.
I'll do some foil ones.
Absolutely unpeelable stickers.
Yeah. Not for actual use on cars, just to look at.
Yes. That's it.
That's the Giant Bomb promise. It's just to look at. We'll be back next week with more of your voicemails. We'll be back tomorrow with That Friday Show with video games. I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need a game. Oh, shit.
Well, all right. You go find one of those, and we'll reconvene then. Everybody keep... for some reason, what occurred to come out of my mouth right there was keep on pissing. Like that was just, I don't know what. All right, everybody, keep on pissing. We'll be back next week. Okay, so
it works.
Yeah,
perfect.